So that should be all the setup I need. Into it. Go. Select those, select those. We need to do some reading first here, I guess. Storing list of values with vectors. The first collection type will look at vectina as a vector. Vector allows you to store more than one value in a single data structure, put all the values next to each other in memory. Vector can only store values of the same type. They are useful when you have a list of items. So it's basically having an array with an unknown length, I guess. Material type annotation, that's not mandatory, okay. Example is using generics, so cop-out use generics, okay. Oh, they use generics, that's pretty cool. I like using generics. Oh no, effects create a vector, hold specific type, and specify the type. More often you'll create them with values and the rest will figure it out. Press the vec exclamation macro, which will create a new vector that holds the values you give it. List increase a new vec i32 that holds the values 1, 2, and 3. Alright, but, you know, with my JavaScript experience, I just say honestly, we think that B is how did I do this again? Hold on. This was in the slice type, I believe. Oh no, tulips. Tulips were in data types. Tulip? Control flow? No. Were there not tulips? Hang on. Where's tulip? Oh wait, that's probably wrong term. It's close though. That's not exactly what I need. What does it say over here? Line up to the end. Could be somewhere over here? No. Oh, for number in 1 to 4? Yeah, it's like dot dot. But now I want to work with this in 1, 4, yada yada yada. Loop, best way to use a range. Alright, we not want to use a range here. What is the slice types? Yeah, here. What does the ampersand do again? It had to do with ownership. I do remember that word. You can take the pieces. Return slash will also work for a second word. Towards range syntax, you can start at index. What I want to know is if I should add the ampersand to it. Just ampersand. What do you do again? Left hand is a pattern, the second hand P is just parameter of type, and mutable reference to an integer. P is just yeah, but this doesn't really explain what it does. I mean, I'm guessing one is a reference and the other one is a copy of the value. main and enemy don't return raw points with reference that have a lifetime on special rules so by keeping everything safe. You should think of it like mud as unrelated concept. Mud is a different type, means that reference is the only reference to it. It means that if this reference is the only reference to a data it points to, as a consequence you can... That's very different from Ant, which does oh right, so it becomes a copy of the... Okay. So... think like this, because you don't really need the original, you just need the reference point, and you just need for a little bit. Alright, and then we need to actually use a vector for this. What about that? Just go back to the vector. Oh, here. Yeah, vec exclamation part, and then pass an array. Vector one of... I just have to do it like this. Oh. No, wait. No, that feels wrong. Very interesting. Expect 7. Wait. Size and values of type integer cannot be known at compilation time. Mismatch, construct. Create a vector called v which contains the same elements as the array A. Use the vector, okay. Why doesn't this work then? Because I feel like we're doing this thing. But is there... Am I missing something? I probably am missing something. Okay. Well, let me just comment this line out and comment this line out. Otherwise, we're just gonna go let v is back. Just want to make sure we have the correct typing. So we can actually compile it and do some tests. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so if I go... actually, we're just going to go array and we're just going to execute that so we can experiment in here. I don't really know what I should do though. Because it should be like this, right? It should be like let v is, we want to create a vector. And as parameter, we basically want to go everything from A. Oh, and then we need to close line. But I don't think this is correct for some reason. This is how you deconstruct an array. First C, expect one of those, found A, expected, okay. And what if we just wrap it in some of these? Oh, there it is. Let's just check what it says about this. The size for values of type integer cannot be known at compilation at compilation time. So it expects fec I32 and it gets fec array of I32s. B which contains the accept. So what's also possible, I think, if we just go over here and we say, no, they want us to use the macro. Just looking in here if there's anything that tells us how this could be done. Change the value from need to reference to, you have to use the star dereference operator to get the value in I because... Yeah, right, you have to get the actual value, that's fair. Not a reference to the value. I32 for fec I32, okay. Interesting. What I'm also missing, just in Rust, is a good way to just dump some values. Var dump Rust. I just want to see, hey, what's print error? Yeah. Adding functionality with the use std fmt debug. Alright, so you do have some ways to debug stuff. Let me just test that out. So over here we should say use std colon format debug. And then over here we say, hey, we wanna derive debug. Oh, we wanna, let's just say, let's v is back from A. Wait, actually, can we do... Can we just do this, honestly? Oh, now it's gonna be an array in an array, probably. No? Alright. I'm just gonna give the derive may only be applied to structure there. 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 Just a vector macro, okay. Create a new you create it with initial value Rust will vary the type of value you want to store. You rarely need to do this type annotation. Rust conveniently provides the vec exclamation mark macro, which will create a new vector that holds the values you give it. This creates a new vec I32 that holds values 1, 2, 3. The integer type is I32 because that's the default integer type as we discussed in the data type of chapter 3. Because we're giving the initial I32 values, you can refer that type of... Yeah, okay. Yeah, but we're still... I would like some more information about the vec macro in Rust. Let's see if there's anything in here that will help us. You create that vec plus vec with Samson as an array expression. There are two forms make. Create a vec containing a given list of elements. Create a vec from a given element and size. Okay, but we're not working with size. Ooh, that is someone we can pick. Then lovely. Note that unlike array expression, this supports all elements with implement clone, and the number of elements doesn't have to be a constant. This will use clone to duplicate Like expression 0 is allowed and reduce an empty vector. It will still evaluate its expression and immediately drop the resulting value, so be mindful of the side effects. That's kind of funny. Rest macrocade vector, okay. The real difference between fact and fact from is that the array passed to fact from first gets allocated to the stack before being passed to the function. Release builds will usually be optimized away. Imagine not playing and listed on reset day. Wait, is it reset day? Yeah, it is for the one event, but not for the other one. So I might just play and listen tomorrow and get both of them. Sounds like a sounded like a smart plan. How you doing, Sarah? How's your weekend so far? Also, I want to learn this shit, and I don't get any of it. I don't know why it's not working. I don't know why it would be working otherwise. Because what I'm pretty sure I could do is let v is stack from. Hello? Can I? Is there no fact from? New? No, that's not how it works. That's not how Rust works. You got an ooh, nice. Congrats, man. That's pretty sick. Especially using where's the thing? Is it not just from function? Especially up there, that's pretty damn good. No, this what? I'm confused. I'm confused about this goddamn language. It's probably very logical and everything. I just don't get it yet. Okay, fact from array. Let me just. Yeah. Oh wait, do I have to pass the iterable? The iterator returns only reference to the elements. To get value, you can use dot cloned. Oh, it's the other fact. It's the one with the capital. Oh god. Okay. So let's just do it again. Let v is capital VEC from A. And what happens if we try this? Oh yeah, I have an unused import. Let me just get rid of that. Go and let me try to run it now. Do we pass the test? Yo, East Hollow, how's it going, man? Big ass arms? Nah, they're normal size arms. Don't know what you're going on about. Hey, it worked. Damn. Let me just make the window a little bit. Bit bigger? Oh my god, that's a lot of errors up there. Alright, I'm just gonna open the file first and we'll see what the file has to say. Open navigation. Text 2. Oh my lord. Variable does not need to be mutable, that's because we're not using it yet. What do we need to do? An example of collecting a vector after mapping. We map each element of the input slice to the value plus 1. So 1, 2, 3 should become 2, 3, 4. Alright, makes sense. Here we also want to multiply each element in the input slice by 2, but with the iterator mapping instead of manually pushing it into an empty vector. The example in the function fab make example above. Alright, we're looking at that. Oh, that's pretty cool. So you can iterate over an element. And then for each element in a map, you can just do something with it. Method call chain might not have the expected associate types. Can be built in iterator of type. Okay. Okay, so theoretically, oh shit, it should just go element times 2, right? Like that be the most simple explanation. Method call chain might not have had expected associate types. Consider removing this semicolon. Alright, I do need to return the value, and it doesn't return if I add the semicolon. Yeah, because now it just gets the input, which will be the array that's up there, I believe. No, it's down there. It's 2, 4, 6, 8, yada yada yada. And then for each, it's gonna get all the elements, and for each element it will do it times 2, and after that it will make a new array of it. So theoretically, if we run it, I think this should work. Ah, it failed. God damn it. Alright. Thread, yada yada, panicked. It returns empty. That's interesting. Let me just check that out. 2 of the tests passed, but 1 failed. Okay, interesting. Association left and right field, thread, online 39. Alright, let's go check on that. It's this one. But the input's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. And it expects 4, 8, 12, 16, 14 back. This one down here, this does do the thing successfully. Oh wait, are there 2 up there? Did I just straight up miss one? Fact map, and sample. Ah, yeah, I straight up missed one. Whoops. Alright, let's see. Multiply each element in the input slice by 2 and push it to. Oh, okay. So we basically go output.push. Element times 2. Let's see if that gives us any errors. Alright, no errors. That's cool. So we can try to run it. And yeah, it works. Alright, I just forgot to do one of the exercises. That's not very smart. Alright, where are we going now? Move semantics. I have no idea what that means. Let's see, move semantics. These expressions adapted from for book links are especially important about ownership and reference and borrowing. Okay. But they were talking about, let's see, the ownership and referencing and borrowing. Oh yeah, this is all to do with pointers and references and that kind of stuff. Consider this to be mutable. Oh, consider changing this. Okay, yeah, don't care. Cannot borrow vec as mutable since it's not declared as mutable. Cannot borrow as mutable. Alright, so I mean, we should over here. I think borrowing was. Let's just see if this works. Let's in the meantime look at this. The issue with triple coding is that we have HMS types. Okay, interesting. But that's not it. Instead, we can provide a reference to the string value. Reference is like a pointer that's to an address we follow on the data stored at this address. Data is owned by some other variable, unlike a pointer. A reference is guaranteed to point to a valid value. Alright, so instead of just passing a value, we might want to have like a mutable reference. So we create a string, we calculate the length, passing it to here. Note we pass ampersand s1 to the calculated length. In its definition, we say a string where a string. These ampersand represents references and they allow you to reference some value and take ownership of it. Alright, and what if we do want to take ownership? Because we want to change something about it, so we do need ownership. If I understand correctly. Mutable reference. We can fix the code from listening to allow us to modify a borrowed value with just a few small tweaks that use instead a mutable reference. Oh, it's just ampersand mut for mutable. So what we should do is ampersand. Actually, consider changing this. Yeah, shouldn't this be like that mutable vec? We just copy it to a local value also called vec and we make that one mutable. Alright, that does seem good. Oh yeah, that was it. Well, that makes sense. Right. Move on. Oh shit. To number 2. What do we have over here? Let's see, you can experiment here. Oh, make both vectors vec 0 and vec 1 accessible at the same time to fix the compiler error in the test. Borrow of move value borrowed here has to move. Yeah, because when we pass it to this function takes ownership of vec 0, which makes sense. This one you should return this maybe? Missing lifetime specified for this function return type contains a... Oh, right. Can't do that, of course. Oh, maybe I should add it over here? Expected and vec. Alright, let's actually read what's going on over here. Because we basically want a copy of the... Yeah, we want to have a copy of the original reference. We don't want to take ownership of it. No, we do want to take ownership of it. No, we don't. We don't want to take ownership of the original one. We want our own reference. I did read something about that. Let me just... Where is it again? Yeah, this is basically the situation we want. When we assign S1 to S2, the string data is copied, meaning we can copy the pointer, the length, and the capability on the stack. We do not copy the data on the heap that the pointer refers to. In other words, oh shit, let's add something. value board here. Like what? Which is fine. And when that he does get copied, when you call a clone, you know some arbitrary company. Alright. Occurs because vector is type which does not implement a copy. Oh god, they don't copy. You can't copy a vec. Well, in that case, hang on. Can't we just go back from back? We just create a new object that's it still gets moved. Is it because we pass it over there and we need to make sure it's a copy? Yeah, this way we borrow. No, god damn it. What? Mismatch type search, found reference. Okay, hang on. Ownership of functions, let's see. Here X goes out of scope, then S, because the S values will move, nothing special happens. Some strings comes into scope, over here strings will have some drop is called. Some integer comes in scope. But you don't make a copy. There's no way you make a copy. You're straight up using the same thing. Thing moves out. This string comes back. What? S2 comes into scope, S2 is moves to take and gives back, which also moves its return value to S3. Here S3 goes out of scope, is dropped, S2 was moved, so nothing happens. Yeah, S2 has moved, but... This is pretty interesting. If I just let you reference... Wait, I saw a thing. Good. Let's see if this compiles. Receive trade bound fact from fx not satisfied with the following. No. Right, but fact 1 expects it to be a reference? Question mark, question mark, question mark. Expected struct fact. Can I do this? I don't think I can do this. No, fact, the macro for fact should be explicitly called with like an array. Yeah. But say, it doesn't work. Man, ownership is hard. First word constructs has optional string as a parameter. We don't need ownership, so this is fine. Functions do not take ownership of the arguments unless they need to, and the reasons for that will become clearer. Yeah, ideally I do not want any ownership whatsoever. Because I need, I just want to make a copy of it. But it kind of freaks out because it's not expected reference found struct. Yeah, it's getting past us complete stack. Make both vectors and accessible at the same time to fix the compiler errors. Initialize a reference to part of a string that looks like this. Yeah, that's like if you get like a part of a thing. That's not what we want here. Or press range sensor, you start work at index. Drop before to pair. Okay, yeah. Not what we want. Let mutable a string from that. Is that clear? Let's see what this says. Not changing parameter function. Instead of borrowing, to borrow instead of owning the value isn't necessary. Alright, that is what I would like to do. I just want to know how to borrow. Calls creating reference borrowing. Alright, hang on. Maybe I'm like so far I've just tried not to Oh no, that's not what I wanted. Let's go over here. Oh god. Oh, I can't do place. And instead of this, we're just gonna pass a reference to it. Mismatch types, expected reference, that. Wait bound, fag from fag. Okay. Can we just go like this then? No, remove. No, delete. You. Let's see how this does on the compile errors. No compile errors, that's good. Let's run the code. Ooh. Expected factor 32 because of try help conversion expected factor. Oh, okay. Oh, that makes sense actually, because we're passing back a reference. So if we just go to vec. Gonna borrow a vec as mutable as it is behind vec is an element reference. Alright, so it is variable, does not need to be mutable. As it is behind the on reference, so the data is should it just be most certainly would not be like effect dot low, right? Right? Because we just create a local vec. We can do stuff with that. It does sound logical though. Oh well, that was it. Yeah, we just create a local mutable copy of the vec without actually touching the original one. And then we add some data to that. Yeah. Alright, that sounds logical enough, honestly. Wait, what? Oh, yeah, sorry. No, I don't want to go to the next one. Alright. Semantics number 3. Navigation, go to number 3. Fix a compile error in the function without adding any new line. Okay. Cannot borrow vec as mutable, is not declared as mutable, cannot borrow as mutable. Alright, logically, yeah, we wanna actually, isn't it this? Like, hey, I don't wanna borrow the reference. Experiment name found oh wait, star isn't a thingy over here, is it? Can I just... I think it's ampersand. I think star is like the C sharp C way of doing that. Mismatch type, yeah, because we don't wanna fix the compiler error in the function without adding any new lines. Huh. That's not bad. Can't create immutable variables then. Right. What if we just say, hey, we're gonna pass a mutable? Just gonna say you're mutable. How about that? Alright. No obvious errors at least. Oh yeah, that's it. Just want to make sure it's mutable. That makes sense though. Right, let's go to next exercise. Where do we go? Fix the compiler error only by reordering the line syntax. Don't add, change or remove any line. Okay. First cannot borrow more than one time. Second mutable of course here. Alright, so it's complaining we're borrowing the same thing. Just very stupid. What if we use it and after that make a new copy of it? Is that allowed? Because borrowing it twice in a row is just making a useless pointer, which is just a waste of math. A waste of anything on it. Use for comparison, move semantics, and exclamation when done experiment, enter. Alright. So far so good. Are we still in the move semantics? Yeah we are. Alright. Next move semantic I guess. Fix the compiler errors without changing anything except adding or removing references. Get char data chars less unwrap. But I'm assuming that's that's just gonna get the last variable from data and pass it back. Mismatch type expected ampersand string but found string. Data to uppercase. Mutable data is ampersand string. Expected string but found string. Should not take ownership. Alright, you shouldn't take ownership, but right now you are because we don't say that you need to borrow. We're gonna make you borrow. Save. And this one is you should take ownership, so there's no wait, I keep adding these in the wrong places. So let me just remove those. And paste it over here. Alright, so the one does take ownership, the other one does not take ownership. Get char. Let's see mismatch types. Yeah, okay, but then we also need to change these ones. Oh shit. Do we do that? Over here. Oh my lord. Oh my fingies. Oh man, I keep touching things I do not want to touch. Okay, back. Insert an ampersand. Yeah, I think that's, yeah. Alright, so I keep forgetting that, like, if you change it in the signature of the function, you also need to change it when you pass it to the function. Otherwise, it doesn't make sense. Alright, well, that seems to be working. I feel like I am actually kind of understanding the basics here. It's still gonna trip me up, for sure. Structs. Let's see. Rust has 3 struct time. Classic C struct, a triple struct. I cannot read anymore. I should enable. I think actually. Hang on. Yeah. Oh. Search for my NeoVim files. Where did I have that again? What's like my custom init, I believe. Oh, maybe I put it in the telescope. Wait. There's NeoVim. Base search NeoVim files. My telescope config. That's just empty. Why do I even have it if it's empty? Oh, sorry. Wrong buttons again. That's also not what I want. That's what I want. Is it just in my custom? It's not in my custom init? Plugins in it? No. No, it just adds it. Customs. Let me just have a little look. Set indentations, generic, search highlights. This is remaps. This is just loading stuff. Set in here, custom plugins. This way, no. Oh, why doesn't it open? You know what? It's gonna be fine. We're gonna open a new window. Just a bit vertically. Oh no, that's not what. Yeah, move that. New window. Base. Oh no, it's Control W. Split. Yeah, there we go. Finally found it. Alright, and then over here, instead of this, we're gonna search files, and we want something with structs. Structs 1. Solutions? No. Struct 1 for exercises. There we go. Alright. Also, let me just have a little. Nope. I don't know what it just did. We're just gonna ignore that. README. Got structures and method syntax. Just defining and structures, custom data type lets you or packages let you package together and name multiple related. Alright, this is basically an object in JavaScript. That's fine. On paper I know how those work. Demonstrate how to define and initiate structs. We'll discuss how to define associated functions, especially the kind of associated function called method. Alright, so this just gives me being a class or an object vibe. Structs and enums are the building blocks for creating new types in your program's domain to take full. Oh, okay. Yeah, lovely. I am quite interested in it. Structure similar to templates. Let me just make sure. Yeah, alright. But that's just a data structure where you can predefine how it should look. They hold multiple related values like templates. A piece of struct can be different types. Unlike with templates, in a struct you name each piece of data so it's clear what the values mean. Adding these names means that structs are more flexible than tuplets. You don't have to rely on the order of the data specifically to access the variables. Yeah, that's fair enough. Yeah, like if you want to say the user, you want to know if they're active, username, email, and how often they've logged in. Alright, that makes sense. To use structs, we'll create an instance of oh my god, it really is an object. Of the structure specifying concrete values for each of the fields. We'll create an instance by stating the name of the struct and then add curly brackets containing key value pairs. Where the keys are the names of the fields and the values are the data what to store in those fields. Yeah, so if we want to fill the user, we go like activate is true because it's boolean. Username, we create a string for that. Email, we create a string from that, and signing count, we just assign it a value. Okay, to get specific value from structs, we use .notification, for example, to access the user email address. We use user.email. If the instance is mutable, we can change the value by using the .nation and assigning it into a particular field. Yeah, so over here we create a mutable user1, and then this way you change one of the values. Okay, let me just are we hang on. Oh, let's get that out of the way. Okay. So if we're looking at this, at the field attached tuples, okay. So we're just looking at this. Over here, we're gonna go. I want to make sure. They're talking about the color at the fields. Okay, so it does expect red, green, and blue. Yo, Ace, I will have a hydrate. Nice, how you doing, Ace? How's the weekend treating you so far? Let's just get over here. We need to add some fields over here. Oh shit. Oh, what did I do? Alright. And we're gonna delete everything inside this. And we're basically gonna go, there should be a red. Red is gonna be a integer. Sorry, I32. 32-bit integer. Then we go green, which should also be I32. And yellow, which should also be I32. Right? 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 Please don't give me errors. Expected excuse. Oh. Oh no, wait. That's because this isn't that thing, this is just a tuple. So I just go I32, I32, I32. There we go. That's one. And then over here we have to make the other one. I should have copied it. Actually, don't I? I don't have it. Oopsie daisy. Oh, what we can do, actually. No, we cannot. I was about we can undo, but then we're gonna lose what we already did. So, we're gonna start out with red. That's I32. Then green. I32. Blue I32. They're all 32-bit integers. That's fine. Alright, and then over here we're gonna go. This is the regular struct. So just looking on my left side, we should go what was it? Color regular structure. And we're gonna give it red 0, green 0, sorry, green 255, Blue will be 0. And over here they want the other one. So what we're gonna do over here is just 0 to 55 0. Oh, and we need to close the line with semicolon. And over here we have another one, which is a unit struct. Oh shit, I got to add colon up there. We're gonna add it now. I'm gonna go down again. Go to the end of the line. Oh shit. Line. Artha? Yeah, Artha. And they're talking about a unit unit structure. Creating instances from other instances with struct update. Using tuple structs without naming fields to create okay, sure. Unit-like structs without any fields. You can also define structs that don't have any fields. These are called unit types because they have similarly to empty. Unit type also mentioned in the tuple system section. Unit-like structs can be useful when you need to implement a trait or on some type but don't have any data that you want to store on the type itself. We'll discuss it later on as an example of initializing a unit struct named always equal. Alright, that just does. Alright, so you just say, hey, this exists and it's gonna be this. We're not really doing anything with it. So I should just go basically struct unit struct. Over here we should go unit struct like this. Just run this at the same time to see if it works. Unit struct doesn't implement debug. Excuse me. Yes. What? Oh shit, no. I fucked that one up. Unit struct is dead. Last message is format. Unit structs are fun. Doesn't implement debug. What? Best unit structs. Eh? Because I believe, like from what I've read over here, this should be a unit struct. You also define structs that don't have any fields. That's kind of what it does over here, right? Did I accidentally remove definition or something? Doesn't implement debug. Initialize. Oh wait, is it defined over here actually? Let me. It already is there. That's on me. So we can just do this away. And I'm hoping this fixes it for magical reasons. It does seem to. Alright. Ads are also starting up. I will be back in a sec. Alright, we're back. First one. Alright. So this one's done correctly now. Time to go to number 2. Actually, let me make this one a bit smaller. Yeah, there we go. Alright, to do. Create your own order using the update syntax and the template above. Right, what the heck is the update syntax? Oh, did it just mean the dot is equal to? I think they do. Okay. But that should be easy. No. Let's see. Make order, create order templates. Create your own order using the update syntax and the template above. Alright, so we have the template above. Paper phone ball. Yeah. Sample programs. Is there something about update in here? Nope. No, there is not. So if you go one back, is there something about update in here? Struct update syntax. In order to create a new instance of a struct that includes most of variables from another instance but change some, you can use this using struct update. Alright, that's pretty useful actually. Listing in 5.4, you can create how a new user is initialized user temporarily without the update syntax. That's this one. Oh, you can just use .user1. Alright, that's amazing. It's exactly the other way around than I'm used to in JavaScript. That's fine. Because basically it's order. Sorry. Order template. Oh no. We just create what's order? Order. Then over here we have to end with order template. After that we can basically just go what do we need to change? The name. Name will be hacker in Rust. The year 2019. Yeah, okay. So this is basically the only one. What's account? Right, and count needs to be 1. That's about it, I think. Now let's run it. Oh shit. Oh, wait, hold on. That's my mistake. I can't just add a string. What do you mean? We have to be responsible about this. We say string from. Checking the exercise structure. Please wait. Did not compile. Oh damn! I forgot the semicolon. Okay, that's fair. Hello. I was about to say. So then over here we just add the semicolon, and we try it again. Well, the cargo check's still going, but we're just gonna assume it's right. It is. Lovely. Did we actually complete the exercise? We did. Ooh. Alright. Structs free. What are we working with? Structs contain data, but can also add logic. In this exercise we have to define the package structure once to test some logic attached to it. Alright, so we're probably gonna look into methods now. Master symbol is a function. You can declare them with the fn keywords as a name, but there can be parameters and return values. They can have parameters and return values, and they contain some code that's run when a method is called from somewhere else. Unlike functions, methods are defined within the context of a struct, or enum or fate, which we'll cover later on. And the first parameter is always self, so you get like a reference to the structure you're working in. I'm assuming it's a reference. It might not be a reference. Yeah, it should be a reference, I think. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. Let's see. So over here we have the implementation. This isn't how you should handle errors. We will learn about error handling later. Okay, so we're just gonna ignore that. To do, add the correct return type to the function signature. Hit the test that uses math to find out when the package is considered international. Alright, let's see. Is international... Sender country is from Spain or Russia. Is there any... Yeah, right, so this should not... Okay. Okay, wait, hold on. Sounds program, yada yada. Okay. So, if the receiving country and the sender country are not the same, it's international. That makes sense. So we go return self dot recipient country is not equal to self dot sender country. Actually, we don't need to keep forgetting. We do not need return. It will there is no semicolon. Oh, you expected a semicolon. Oh, I also I forgot to add the return type. So you return a boolean. It should see if those two are equal, and if they're not, invalid comparison operator. Oh, they just have to use like one equal sign. Please compile. Alright, so that's lovely. Calculate the package's fee. Fees, actually. 12 cents per program. Oh, okay, so we're getting past the... we are gonna return inside 32. Oh. 32. Then we go, we don't need to return, just go self dot weight in grams times cents per gram. Just multiply the two and it should work, I think. Let's test it out. Let's see what our tests say. Alright. That's pretty good, honestly. Enums. Hell yeah, getting to the good stuff. Enums. Rustlings define types called enums, which enumerate. Enums are a feature in many languages, but I really need to find out how to do line wrapping there. So I'm just gonna go over here. We're gonna close everything. Gonna go to my config envim and envim. Telescope. Got the swap file by name, yada yada. Modified yes. We just delete the swap file. I think over here should be able to just go vim.wo.line something of wrap, right? Wrap is true. And just to test it out, actually navigator here. Oh, can I go navigator here? Oh, we need to reset Vim before that does anything. Alright, yeah, that works. Luckily. Then we go back to the Rustlings. We open a new nvim. We open a new terminal. Make it a little bit smaller. And then we open Rustlings again. And we want to have enum exercises. There we go. Define a few. Alright. So enums and pattern matching. In this chapter we'll look at the enumeration, also referred to as enums. Enums allow you to thank you for all the errors. Allow you to define a type by enumerating its possible variants. We'll define and use the enum to show how to use an enum can encode meaning along with data. Next we'll explore a particular useful enum called option, which expresses that a value can either be something or nothing. Alright, so it's an optional value. That's pretty good. We'll look at the pattern matching, the match. Okay. I feel like this is gonna go into into regex, and I'm not looking forward to that because fuck regex. Oh. Well, honestly, just looking at it, that looks pretty simple because it could be just resize, move, echo, change color, and quit. Wait, did I change color? Alright, that's oh yeah. Sorry, this should be we go over here, we try it again. Because it did do a stupid oopsie. Yeah, that's it. Lovely. Alright, enums number 2. Go over here, define different variants used below. Right, so we have a message with a function, a message with resize, a message move. Right, this feels like there are all kind of functions. Call self, print line self. Okay, interesting. Let's see how this should work. We can create each instance of 2 variants. We can create instances of each of the 2 variants of IP address kind like this. Note that the variants of the enum are namespace under its identifier. We can use a double colon to separate the 2. This is useful now because same type appear, and then for instance define an infection. Alright. Yeah, that makes sense. Using enums had even more advantages. Thinking more about our IP address type at the given moment, we just don't have a way to store the actual IP address data. We only know what kind it is. Given that you just learned about structs, you might be tempted to tackle this problem with structs. Yeah, I mean, honestly, that kind of was my first inclination. Here with the We've defined the structs, IP address as to field, a kind field. Yeah, but I mean, in the end, it's just extra overhead to do it like this. It feels like. In the address field of type string, we have two instances of the struct. First is home, has value of p4, and we add that. Kind with associated data, the second is loopback. Okay. However, representing the same concept using an enum is more concise. Rather than enum inside the struct, you can use that directly into each enum variant. This new definition of the IP address says both v4 and v6 can have string values. Yeah, that makes sense. And then over here it should be like we have the resize. No. Alright, so we do have a resize. And in the resize, oh shit. 1.5 dictionary, I think is the correct term. I forgot the correct term for this. 0i32, and we have a height i30. I'm just gonna save this and see what it says about it. Because I think, oh sorry, it's not i30, it's i32. Okay. Alright, so this is very wrong. Oopsie. Oh, okay. So in this case, you just don't need, because now it's like a tablet with something in it, and that's not how any of this works. I think like this. Let's see if it do compile. Okay. So we have like a resize one. We have a move, which does accept a point. I don't know if point by itself has the X and the Y. I would be surprised if it has. Oh, it does. Well, that's alright. Echo gets a string. Oh shit. Echo gets a string. Change color gets like to I32, I32, I32. And quit gets nothing. Quit just exists. I'm just gonna run it at the same time because I think we got this. Exercise done. Alright. Also getting a look at like how you use the derive debug. That do be kind of interesting. Because if you can declare this, you can use like the colon question mark thing. Oh. That's pretty useful if you're debugging stuff. I was wondering about that earlier. Apparently you have to declare it multiple times, weirdly enough. Well, we'll see. We'll see, I'm assuming it comes up later. Alright, let's go to the next one. Oh, sorry. Navigate here. Enum's number 3. Okay, let's see. So we have points declared. Oh, it was declared in the other one as well, wasn't it? Let me just... Enums 2? Yeah, it was declared over there. That's why we had access to it. That do explain a lot. Let me actually clean this up a little bit. Hold on. Is it like Ctrl D to close something? Ah, whatever. That's fine. It's fine. Let's see what they actually want from us. Implementations of stuff process. Unused variable. Create a match expression to process the defined message. Okay. The match control flow construct. Jesus. I do have some names here. REST has an extremely powerful control flow construct called match that allows you to compare a value against a series of patterns and execute it based. Honestly, kind of sounds like a switch case. Patterns can be made up of literal values, variable names, wildcards, and many other things. And later on, there will be more explanation. The power of match comes from the expressiveness of the patterns and the fact that the compiler confirms that all possible cases are handled. Think of a match expression as being like a coin sorting machine. Coins slide down a track with various size holes amongst each coin. Yeah, it literally is a switch case. Okay, so over here you go match coin. If coin equals penny, we return 1. If coin is nickel, we return 5, dime 10, quarter 25. Okay. That does make sense. So let's see. Down here we should get some event process. Is it always process? No. Where do we call process in here? State process. Message that. Message above point. Okay. Oh, so we have like this whole structure, and depending on when. Yeah, alright. So you call that. Okay. So. Actually makes a lot of sense. Like most in this language, honestly. So we want to make a match first. Match message. And it's about, do we need to change something? Yeah, when we do that, we want to update. Okay, that does make sense. So, if we get like, actually let me just copy these. Let's go 7 up. We get like 5 lines. And we're just gonna go down here where we need to implement it, and I'm just gonna paste it here. Oh. Don't want that. Can I over here just do this? Yeah, okay. So we have this. Close it in here. Match message. Okay. So in case of point, what we want to do is self dot point. Oh, we just call move position. That makes sense. So we call that with message. Then we have echo. So we go self dot message. No, not message. Self dot echo. Self dot echo message. And then we have change color. Oh, I forgot those. Yeah, alright. So we need to add like message colon. And over here we also need to add that message colon. Let's just copy that. Yank 2 words, I think. Yep. Got 3 lines down, 1 line up, and we've changed colors. But there's only one more, dang it. Undo, line below, paste it here. So we have self-change color. Hold on. And we have quit. Quit makes self.quit. That's pretty self-explanatory. And alright, this is because change color gets like you get variables. How do we pass the variables along? Oh no, actually we don't need to. Just change color. We just pass the message along. So we do self dot change color. Yes. Oh. Huh. Oh, that's interesting. Quarter state, US state. Oh, we do actually need to go over here. Oh. Like red, green, blue. And then over here, we also go red, green, blue. Oh, there's S as well. What a lovely timing. Okay. So that did not work as planned. No variant or associated name called point found. Okay. So let's have a look. So position is gonna get. You're called position? No, you're not. Hang on. Over there, we go like resize move point. Move is of type point. Okay. There's a search state. Alright, but looking at... let's just start out with... the point is... move position. Self-pin position is point. Yeah, honestly... Hey, this adds over as well. That's lovely. No variant of or associate item named point. Really interesting because message does have a move. Oh, it's move. Right. Gotcha. So if it's move, you're being called with a point. And oh shit, not what I wanted. We just passed the point along. Is this correct? Would you accept this? Okay. Alright, yeah, that actually makes sense, because yes, the type is point, but what's called is move. So over here we have echo, and echo is erroring because it have a variable. Then we go basically message. Wait, message is confusing because it's double text. We just call it text, doesn't really matter that much. And text. Let's see if this is willing to give us no errors. Non-exhaustive patterns, resize not covered. Okay, that's on me. That's absolutely on me. So let's do message. Oh, message. Resize. We'll get past width and height. Okay, yeah. That's logical. That's logical. And that's gonna go self.resize width and height. Okay. That's pretty logical. Oh, sorry. Yeah, run. Let's say. Trying to go next, but it was a bit early for that. Ah, there we go. It's working. I say I really like this way of learning a new language. It's better than just stumbling around. Okay, let's see. We got one up. We're going into strings. Rust has two string types. String slice, on string, and an own string, capital string. We're not going to dictate how you should use which one, but we'll show you how to. But you're not going to tell me, you're going to show me why it's a bad idea. Oh, how to identify and create them as well as use them. Okay, fair enough. Let's have a look. Fix the compiler without changing the... Yeah, okay, that's... So it's getting past the slice, but instead you should go string, colon, from. Oh, wrong button, wrong fucking button. There we go, string from blue. I think that should do it. Will it? I'm pretty fucking sure as well. Yeah, it will. I've already bumped my head against this multiple times by now. Fix the compiler error in our main function without changing this function. Alright. Accept an str. Alright, just... I don't think this is the correct solution, but can I just say like, hey, you're gonna guess a parameter or a borrow instead of original string? Wait, did that work? Oh, it actually did. Honestly thought I had to type change the signature of the variable word, but this is way better, honestly. What do we have over here? Remove white spaces from both ends of the string. Okay, let me have a look at what they recommend as reading. Just chapter 8 strings. That makes sense. Chapter 8 storing. Wait, did I like recommend specific one? Chapter 8.2 storing UTF encoded strings. Yeah, these ones. Okay. Thank you very much. We talked about strings chapter 4. We'll look into a bit more depth. New stations. That's a good pun. That's a good pun, man. Stations. Commonly get stuck on strings for a combination of three reasons. First, propensity for exposing possible errors. Strings being a more complicated data structure than many programmers give them credit for. That's fair. And UTF-8. All my homies hate UTF-8. These factors combine in a way that seems difficult when you're coming from other programming languages. Thank you for your empathy. I do appreciate it. We discuss strings in the context of collection because strings are implemented as a collection of bytes. Special methods provide useful functionality when these bytes are interpreted as text. In this section we'll talk about how to operate a string that every collection type has. This is creating, updating, and reading. We'll also discuss ways in which strings is different from other collections. Alright. creating a new string. Just scanning this. Yeah, this makes sense to me. Many of the same operations available with fact are available with string as well, because string is actually implemented as a wrapper around a vector of bytes with some extra guarantees, restrictions, and capabilities. Yeah, that makes sense. Just using the same base, but implementing a few different things, I guess. This line creates a new empty string called as. Yeah, that makes sense. Often we have some initial data which we want to start the string. For that we use toString method, which is available on any type that implements a display trait, as string literals do. Okay, yeah, makes sense. That creates initial. Also use the function string from. Alright, so this is basically another way of doing this. Okay, yeah, makes sense. Strings are used for many things. You can use them different generic APIs for strings, providing us with a lot of options. Some of them can seem redundant, but they all have their place. String from and to string do the same thing, so which one you choose is a matter of style or readability. Yeah, okay, so you can use them in basically any language you want. Because it's UTF-8. So it supports any script. Oh, did I click somewhere? I did click somewhere. I did not mean to, but here we are. Updating. String can grow in size and context changes like the content of factor T. You can push more data into it, and this you can conveniently use the plus operator or the format exclamation mark macro to I can never pronounce that word. Concatenate string values. Grow a string by using push string. Yeah, right. So you just add something, you push a string onto another string. That all makes sense. Push string took ownership of S2 if. Oh, sorry. If the push string took ownership of S2, we wouldn't be able to print the last line. Yeah, right, so it does take ownership. That's logical. You don't want those kind of functions to take ownership. The push methods take a single character as a parameter. And alright, so you can. That's basically pushing to an array. Makes sense. Concatenation with the plus operator or the format. Okay, so concatenation is not something I'm looking for right now. Okay, internal wrapper strings wrapper over a FAQ8. Yeah, like below the ancient cap, it's just all arrays, it's all factors basically. Which makes sense. Measure ratio. Each of these letters takes 1 byte when encoded to UTF-8 formula, and however measure ratio gets with the capital. Okay. If you ask how long the string, you might say 12. First answer is 24. That's because the number of bytes each unicate scalar value. The strings take 2, so therefore an index onto the array's bytes will not always correlate with the valid Unicode scale. Interesting. Oh, that's. You need to scroll up that far. There are actually 3 relevant ways to look at it. Okay. Methods of iterating over strings. This code will print the following. Yeah, makes sense. Things are not so simple. Okay. Okay, so looking back at this. Remove white space from both ends of a string. So we need to remove from the start, from the end, but not from the middle. Whew, that's gonna be random index using with a single number. You can use it to range strings to splice stuff. Okay. Okay, but alright, let's just make print. Just gonna print input dot wait, is there nothing? Hello? Input dot Alright, let me just try this. Curious what this does. So let's just run it. We should get a little. Oh shit. Oh, I should return some values, otherwise it just won't compile. Return input. Oh no, sorry. I keep forgetting. I don't need to actually declare I'm returning. I can just go input with no semicolon at the end. So we go 4 lines forward. And all my directions, just not a vim. Oh, we go string from input. Oh, plus world. Just because we can. Then over here, I'm just gonna go string from inputs. No semicolon. Okay, so now we can try to run it and see what it does say. Cannot add string to string concatenation. Okay. Okay, maybe I should have read the part about concatenation. No. For F concat. Here we go. Oh, it's push string. Okay. Okay. Oh shit. Not what. There we go. So can we just go this dot push str, and then we say world. I think that was the only error, right? Input to owns. Mismatch types. What? After that, output. Return? Do we need to explicitly return this? Maybe we do. Oh shit. Oh no. Oh, hang on. Oh, I didn't want to do that. Let's go back to here because I do know what's going on. Let string is string from input. So we get the input. And then I'm just gonna return the string. str. Then over here, we're gonna go let string is that, and we're gonna go return the string. I think that should at least fix the compile errors. It won't work yet because we're not actually doing anything. Oh no. Okay. Oh shit. Oh, and I need to go like this. I think like this, if I'm correct. If I do understand anything, which I'm not sure about. Oh, well, there's no compile error, it seems. So that's improvement. Alright, what if we do this in a really roundabout way? We just there was a way over here to turn a string into an array, right? Oh, we need to make that. Okay. So we go string is string from input, and then in theory, I should declare it as a variable. Say let. And over here we go str. Oh, sorry, no, str 0. And then we're actually going to execute the main function. And we're going to go trim me just like space. And we're going to go trim me with ASDs, whatever, that's fine enough. Save it. We're gonna run it again. Oh no. Expected thing found string. Type string cannot be indexed by integer. Oh, do I need to do dot? Oh shit. I was following the example, I was wrong. Sounds like something I do though. Where to ask how long the string is? Grab main panicked, index is not, it's in the... So what I think I should do... So instead of doing this, we should go dot jars. And then we can do the index thing. I hope. Count index onto a value of type. Count index? What? Why not? Why can I not do that? Alright, then we're gonna go for e in jar in str.chars. Alright, let me get used to this because I should go to definition GT. Oh, that works, lovely. Then go over here. And we're just gonna go print line. We just want to see what's in there. Oh, wait, I know why this one fucks up. Because I am trying to return this and I should just do that. Format argument, yeah, okay, that's fair as well because I need to go and do it in there. No, you are a string literal. Stop complaining. Stop gaslighting me. I'm not gonna believe it. Okay. Okay, so that does do something. So if I use all the ingenuity I got, what we can do is make a mutable first character equals 0, and let's mutable last character equals 0. This is kind of ugly. I don't think this is the best way to do it, but I'm still gonna do it. First jar found equals valve. For fuck's sake. found. And then we go let mutable last char found also is false. Right, and here we go. If I equals a space. Great. If I doesn't equal a space. So there's two options. First we need to check if first char found equals false. Actually, we don't need this one. So if there's not a first char found, oh, we also need a count. Count. Let's count equals 0. And at the end over here, we're gonna go count plus plus. Can we just go plus plus? That allowed? Alright, if we haven't found the first character, and it's not a space, we're gonna go first character equals count. And last character, we can just set last character to the current count, because as long as we find something that's not a space, it's fine. Over here we're gonna go... Oh, we don't need to be in this function. Corrected pressure. Alright, maybe we can do that. So we just go count is count plus 1. And here we're gonna go print line just complete string. That's what we start with. Oh, I did make counts mutable. Okay, that's gonna be changeable. Yo, Vegafa, how's it going, man? I'm kind of struggling. Not gonna lie. But that's kind of what I expected when I started this. So, yeah, it's going alright. How are you doing? Welcome in. Let's see, where was I? Yeah, I want to see the first character. It's just first character, honestly. I don't need to know if it's found or not, because it should be found. And the last character. Yeah. Alright, also, let's just go a bit, oh, wrong way. Over here, and let's get some actual... Oh no. Oh, I forgot to proper... You do good. Do you have knowledge in other programmers? No, I am a web programmer by day. So, I do have... well, mainly web languages, obviously. It's not my first language. I know JavaScript, I use Angular on a daily basis, and I've worked in PHP. But yeah, this Rust is my first like real low-level language, so it's hard sometimes keeping track of how it works. Do you have some experience in Rust? Oh no, wait, this is not what I wanted to do here. I was confusing two things. Because we want to go space space test 1 2 3 space space, and I think honestly that's good enough. Oh, I needed to fix it up there, because we can't just print lines like this, not allowed. We just do it like this. No. Yeah, I guess it's different than you have a little language that I found want to continue working in though. Yeah, I'm not sure either if I will actually expect a char found. Oh wait, do I need to convert this to like a char? Dot to char? Dot chars? Oh yeah, I can go like chars. 0. Yeah, like I said, I never tried a low-level language, and I was just curious to try one out. And you know, Rust is kind of a hype. Well, it used to be a hype. I don't really know how it's doing nowadays. But yeah, it sounded like a nice introduction to doing some actual systems programming. Okay, so this is not what I wanted. Rust single quotes and double quotes are different. Yeah, I did. Oh wait, is a single quote a char? Can I do this? Because yeah, it showed me they're different, but I didn't really get the difference. Wait, I don't. Oh shit. I don't actually set this. So first char found. We can put it to true. Oh my god, thank you so much, Regava. I would have struggled for a long time with that. Thank you for that. Alright, go on. Please. No compilation error? Okay. Nice. So let's try to run it. What do you usually work in then? Like if you found Rust not something you want to continue working in. Okay, so I get test 1 to 3. Hang on, where's my... you remember JavaScript does have the distinction. Yeah, it doesn't. It very much does not. Like everything is string and you can't just compare, you know, single character string. You like to work in Haskell. Hang on, I've heard the words, but I don't actually know about it. Declarative language, powerful abstractions, position and predictability. What's Haskell usually used for? Oh, I don't want a simple Wikipedia, please. Just respect me and give me a normal one. General purpose, purely functional. Oh, that's pretty cool. Type interference, lazy evaluations. Oh, love it. Is there any particular thing you like about Haskell? Or any particular reason you use it? Right, so according to the logic of my application, first and last, actually let me, nope, yeah, shortcuts. I'm really getting used to Vim. So that should be the position of the first. This should be the position of the last character. I know I'm waiting. I don't think that's gonna actually ruin something. First two, alright. I did. Did I add 2 spaces in front of that? I think it was 2. So much to mention, but I like the transparent purity. I always know what function will return. Oh, that's really cool. That's a nice function. Like I said, I'm usually working in JavaScript, and JavaScript is a mess for typing and having pure functions and stuff like that. I'm happy, like originally my first job was working on a PHP code base that was originally written in PHP 3 by a programmer who was like at that time already considered old. So there were a lot of weird things that you do in like classic programming but we wouldn't do nowadays, like pointer passing around pointers and references and stuff like that. So that kind of helps me with this because, you know, the stuff like references and pointers and heap versus stack is something I'm kind of familiar with. Like I don't have experience with it, but I about know how it works, and that helps a lot when learning these kind of languages. Alright, so if I am correct, I should be able to... can I do it like this? It should be like first char dot dot last char. Will this give me an error? Mismatched. Expected string, found string. Whew. Yeah, because I converted to a string. I don't think it's as simple as just adding an ampersand to this. I can never find an ampersand. I don't think this is correct. Alright, there's ads coming up, and I am going to go to the toilet, so I'll be back in a little... Hang on, okay. Wanna run this, because I don't get the compilation error I was expecting. Or maybe I should actually, log my output so I can see what it does. So smart. Yeah, anyway, I will be back in about a minute. Alright, I'm back. Okay, well, we didn't get any compilation errors, but as usual, I did write some unnecessary parentheses. Okay, let me actually install last. Oh shit, wrong way. Here we go. Let me actually print line, print what we return. So we go, I think we can just do a string from here. And it's gonna be first character onto last character. Oh, I forgot my colon. Right found. Alright, I need to define I'm doing it from like the input. Because otherwise it doesn't know like where it has to find a range from. Which would not be... from string is not set... Do I need to explicitly make you... Could be like this, right? This is boring stuff is just from parameters and stuff like that. Oh no. Well, you learn something new every day. Let's see what happens now. Test 1, 2. Oh, yeah, that makes sense because we cut it off at last character. So it should be last care plus 1. Can we do it like this? Does this give me errors? I would suspect it does, right? It doesn't. Interesting. Oh. Oh well, that's really nice being able to do it like that. Did the test pass? It did not. Dang it. I think there's like a space. Oh no, wait, hold on. No, I don't do it in the return value. Okay. So last car plus 1, save it. Gonna go 7 lines up and delete the coming 7 lines. Let's run it again. I would honestly expect the first test to pass, or one test to pass. Come on, show me the result. Ah, one passed. Lovely. Replace cars in the string with balloons. Okay, I mean we can keep iterating over the strings, but I don't think that should be... Can I go like... Is there a replace? Is there a replace range? No. Nothing I can find? Have a little... Oh shit, that's not what I want to do. Let's have a little look at what we all can do from raw parts. Truncate, shrink 2, try reserve, add spice, pop, remove, train. What does train do? Oh shit. Let me go back again. Is it Ctrl B? Ctrl U? No, let's go to the top. Train. Remove specified range from the string in bulk. Returning all removed characters as an iterator. Returned and what do you get? An R, that's a drain. Remove specified range from the string in bulk, returning all removed characters as iterator. Yeah, but you need specified range. So you need to get find the range first. Is empty as mutable fag. That's not what we want. We don't want to retain anything. That's from within, from UTF-8 lossy to string, into bytes. Don't really see anything in here that would allow us to find in the string. Oh wait, index. Performs indexing. Oh, that's just re-indexing the string. Okay. Interesting. This point will tic-tac. Yeah. Indexing into strings. Mint program accessing individual characters in a string. Yeah, but what if I wanna get a range of things? Rather than indexing using with a single number. I mean, I don't know if it's what they want us to do. I'll have a look at the solution files after that. That's what might be something. Okay. We're gonna start out with a mutable count. Mutable index, I guess, starts at 0. Replace cars with balloons. Yeah, well, because what we could do is for e in int dot chars. If we probably let temp string equals so we want a new string from we go from range okay, we get a wait, I have an example on my other side. Alright, so what we possibly could do is go inputs index dot index plus 4. And we could print line the temp string we have. For e in input chars, you seem to have some trouble with that. Let's see if we get any tips from here. RSC cannot find value int in oh, your input, not int. Inputs. Size values for string cannot be known at compilation time. Okay. Yeah, alright. It can go out of range, and we don't want that. Does it help if we go if input dot length is smaller than or equal to index plus 4? I doubt this will work because it still doesn't really know. But I feel like we can at least try to see if Rust can deal with this. I'd be very surprised if it could. Be very pleasantly surprised as well. No field. Oh, sorry. I need to do blend. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it doesn't do that, which makes sense. Maybe I should have read this before trying it out. The last of our common collection is the hash map. Map stores a mapping of keys of type K to value V using a hashing function which determines how to place these keys and values into the memory. Many programming languages support this kind of data structure, but they often have a use. Yeah, okay. Hash maps are useful when you want to look up data not by using index as you can with vectors, but by using a key that can be of any type. In the game you can keep track of each team's scores in the hash map. Okay, this is like, yeah, an object in JavaScript. Kind of. Just key value pairs, I guess. Is there also dictionary? Yeah, dictionary, associative array. Yeah, I know those terms. They are not applicable here. Actually, let me make let mutable output equals input. I don't think I can do this because this takes ownership of input, I believe. Yeah, okay, this also doesn't work. We'll come back to that. Expected value about we'll just return a string from inputs just to make sure we can actually compile. And I go like print line outputs just to make sure we actually do it. Oh, I just wanted to save it. Like 6 lines down. Let's go over here. We say replace test. Oh, sorry. Test column car balloon. Sorry, cars. Multiple cars. Alright, let's just run this and see what happens. The format argument must be string literal. I keep forgetting. Okay. So let's add that. We say, hey, we're gonna give you something. Don't worry about it. It's gonna be fine. Let's do it again. Very well. Yeah. Okay. We'll come back to that. One error. Mismatch start. Oh shit. I forgot. Oh shit. Yeah, okay, there we go. Let's see what we get. I should just get like the car's balloon. Yeah, there we go. That is indeed what I wanted. Then for let's just go with E. For E in output.chars. If E equals a C, we want to go, yeah, okay, and we want to go index plus plus. Index equals index plus 1. Yeah, if we find it, let's just print it out. No, actually. Find in string rust. Let's just string in std. Unlike str find. Wait. str dot find. This does not search through the string. That it uses prior arithmetic to find where a string substring is derived from. Wait, there's a string colon find? Oh, like that would make this a lot easier. Okay, because we are being passed a string. So const find equals inputs colon find. Cars? I don't think this is giving me the red line. S.find part, comma. What's the second? The pattern can be string characters. Oh, hold on. So we don't do it like on the string. What we actually do, string colon find cars inputs. Is how you are supposed to go? Question mark, question mark, question mark. Attempt to use non-constant value in a constant. Pattern can be okay, so we have the self and the pattern. Oh no, we should oh, it's a dot. Oh my lord, an idiot. I can't read. So it should be input, but instead of these, we should just do a dot. Let's see how we like this. I don't know why I'm doing const, honestly. That's just me being bad at Rust and being used to JavaScript or TypeScript. Okay, no compilation error. Oh, damn it. Option use size does not Okay. Okay, so what do you return? You return option user. What's an option? Option none or some. Some two. Okay, so we can do like something with that. Now the question is, what next? Because I don't know what the option is. Rest is the option. Option return represents an optional value. Every option is either some and contains a value or none and does not. Okay, so we go if. I think we can just do if find. I don't need if find. Print line, we're just gonna go found. Else, oh sorry, I do need to semicolon to that, and else we're just gonna go print line. Print line not found. I don't want to log that. What's my main? Okay. Then over here, we're just gonna get only balloons. Mismatch types, full found. If find equals, sorry, does not equal none. I think that's how this should work, question mark. Yeah, right, we're not using any of the variables yet, but that's fine. We don't need to. Alright, so we have one found, one not. Okay, okay, that's good, honestly. That's really good. Now the next thing we want to do, let's just was it define? No. All right, we are getting past. All right. Now the question is, how do we actually get the value from sum? Option type. Because we do have a sum, we know that for sure. Maybe we can go like a string from find. This allowed? Or will it have the same issue? Yeah, well, the same issue. Option U size is not satisfied. Ooh, trade bound string. Rust print from option U size. Expected reference. Oh, printing option values. Let's see what this does. On Windows and through VS Code, okay, but I don't care about that. Open issue for explanation, okay. That doesn't really help us out here. Go option. This is an extension method, convenient macro for reformatting option without unnecessary code duplication and allocations. Okay. I am not looking into any fancy stuff like that. Okay, so we do have option U size, and we know it exists at that point because it's not no. Rest if option exists. This is actually only when option. Okay. Oh wait, this is a match, of course. Right. Alright, so we should go match find. I think it worked like this. So we have the option and it passes like U32, I believe. Oh, sorry, we can just go test colon U32. Go print line. Yes. We add the object literal and we go string colon from test. Is allowed? Oh yeah, sorry, forgot. Comma, I think. Expected one. Eh? Oh, over here. I don't think that's it, right? Except triple of struct variant found enum option. Okay, very interesting. Can I do this? Oh, you should definitely have a call. just use a string find. I just want a practical example over here. Searching for pattern is string. Back usize as match indicates cat.collect. String from that. Indices. Solution might be a native search where you slide through the text and look for matches. Okay. I'm not necessarily looking for like multiple. I just want an example of one find. How to find a substring in a string. Okay. Match integers returns an iterator for a single pattern. If you have multiple patterns, you won't be able to optimize it beyond. Okay, sure. We're really talking about like match indices. Okay, well, we can try that. Something like match indices. So that does return an indicator of cars. Then we should go like for E in find. Find dot. You already are an iterator, if I'm correct. So we should go print line donk find. Disallowed. Does not implement. Oh, okay. What do you actually have in terms of? Oh shit, no, that's not what I wanted. We go dots, and we just scroll down and see what's over there. Unzip cycle cloned. Sorted find any find map. Oh, yeah, because I shouldn't do that actually. We should use I. And I should theoretically be something. Usize and string. Okay. And then we go one. Cannot index a value of type. Oh no. Like this. Want to indicate it like this. Can we also do this? Just gonna go over here, test it out before it's even done checking. Oh, that's not necessarily like failing on the compile side. Okay, now that's very interesting because we now know where it starts. We do like rust actually here. Up. There's an iterator of substrings. Is there like a replace? There is a replace. Oh shit. Oh shit. I didn't mean to do all this like trying to be fancy, but no, there's just a replace function because of course there is. I should familiarize myself with going through the lang docs because they're really useful. Actually, let me just make a little bookmark. I need to go to like the I want to go to like the homepage. All items. Then we go over here, bookmark toolbar. Add a bookmark. Paste. Not the name, just the save. There we go. That's in there now. And go back to here. str replace. Go. So theoretically, we should go. We should be able to go. Let me just print this out. Print loin. We say input dot replace. Why don't you give me anything? Primitive type string, std, str. Okay, whatever. We're just gonna we're gonna go on. I have actually no. We shouldn't be input. We should go like output. Output dot replace cars with balloons. And that's also a string. Save it. Let the cargo check do its thing. Okay. Oh. Mismatch closing to. Oh, I forgot one. Okay. That's fair. Don't know what's going on about the curly bracket, but that's something we can ignore. Format argument must be a string literal. Okay, let's look some more. I want to go to the method replace. Self from P to string. Replace all matches of a pattern with another string. So we should go s.replace this with this. Output.replace format. Oh yeah, no, that's me misusing print line again. Like the 100th time. It should be going like this, question mark, question mark, question mark. Just run it. Balloons, balloon, okay. I think we can just go like, oh, instead of input, we can go like input dot replace cars with balloons. And that should be basically everything we need, I think. Yeah, I think so. Let's just run it, see what happens. One pass, two fails. String from input, okay. Input dot replace cars with balloons. It is not. Oh, we're not printing it. Okay. Well, that makes sense, actually. So if oh shit, if we just go print line this, we go all the way to the end, and we add another one of those. And then we run it again. Let's see what happens. Test balloons, balloons. I type balloons with one O too many. Okay, that's fair. Yeah, that's fair, that's fair. Balloons should be with two O's. Okay, then we add will to the string. There are multiple ways to do this. Nope. I mean, if I'm correct, shouldn't it be just world exclamation point? I call me crazy, but I think that my cannot add string to a string requires an own string. Okay, okay, that's fair enough. So what if we just, own the string? That too crazy? The size value string cannot be known. Okay. Okay. So in that case, we should be able to do, and then there's, if I'm correct, you can do string push string, push str, and that's just world. Save it, see if it works. Okay. Oh no, oh yeah, okay. Well, that's because we can just remove all of this. We get this. That's normal, right? Mismatch types. What? Let value is that, and then we just a little bit confused about why it's complaining here, because it should form a new string from the inputs and then push string world to that and return that. Interesting. So, what if we just stop that, then we say fall.pushString. Alright, you can be mutable, there we go. I cannot borrow files mutables as it's not declared as... It is. Honestly, I'm a little bit confused why I couldn't do that in one sentence and return it. That's fine. Test results failed. 2 passed, 1 failed. Which one has failed? Balloons with 1 L. Okay, that's an L on my part. Replace... Wait. Oh no, balloons with 2 L's. Next time I'm just gonna blame that on the English language. I'm not taking responsibility for that. Sorry, what? Please just save it. Thank you. Go over here. Redo it. Left, right, fill. I think balloons are cool. Wait, did I just straight up not make the change I wanted to make? Oh my lord. So smart. Alright, save it. Redo it. It's fixed. Lovely. Alright, let's see. Where are we at? Navigate here. Strings 4. Yeah, there's one more string. Alright, calls of this function should be replaced with calls of string slice or string. Sorry, what calls to this function should be Here are a bunch of values. Some are string, some are string. Your task is to replace placeholder with either string slice or string, depending on what you think each value is. Okay, so I just need to change these. This is byte indexing, not character index. Character index. Alright, let's just start blue. Alright, we have one that just prints it, and we have one that... I don't know what the slice does. Alright, so the one returns like a... Okay. Oh, it's the slice of the string. Okay, so yours should be slice. You go to string, so that should be like just normal string. String from, well, that's also a normal string. Rest is fun to owned. Ooh. I mean, owned take ownership of it. But I think that's still just gonna be strings. No, slice per definition kind of don't have ownership. I'm not sure about that one, honestly. Intro. I do not know what intro means. Just... Oh. Doesn't really want to explain it either. Intro. Converts this type into the usually invert input type. Alright, so I'm just gonna assume... Hello? Oh, I accidentally changed screens. No. Yeah, I'm just gonna assume that makes it a normal string. Format interpolation. String slice, I'm assuming. This is byte indexing, not character indexing. Character index can be done using s.charge.end index. But that creates a slice. String slice. Hello there, dot trim. Function takes 0 argument, but 1 argument was... Yeah, okay. If we trim it, I'm just assuming you get a slice back, right? Happy Monday, replace... Slice. Not sure if it does, honestly. I'll just make this a string and we'll see what the compiler tells me. String slice. Alright, actually that makes sense because you format it to be like an actual string, not to be a slice of a string. So yeah. And replace. Kinda confused why stuff like a string and two lowercase and trim do not make a slice or do make a slice. Wait, this makes a whole new string. The other one kind of mutates a string in a way. For lack of a better term. I think I did pretty good on those, honestly. Yeah, that's done. Man. Modules. Oh, modules are gonna be confusing. I assume. Alright, looking at the time, I've been going for almost 3 hours. Getting kinda tired. So I do think I'm gonna cut it off there. Just boop. Yeah. Good. Alright, yeah, I wanna thank everybody for being here. Thank you for just hanging around, doing cool stuff, chatting, lurking, whatever the heck you did. I do appreciate it as always. I'll actually be back tomorrow and I'm probably just gonna continue doing this. It's kind of hard, but I am enjoying myself. So I hope to see you all there. I'm gonna ride out to Gracie. I'm playing some House Flipper. So I hope y'all enjoy that, and I hope to see y'all tomorrow.